We are in the twilight zone. There is no regulatory traction at all. It's wide open malfeasance. It's wide open corruption, sweeping through our regulatory agencies. Money flows from big pharma to the FDA. And the biggest source of conflict of interest is that officials at the FDA, they get their next jobs with big pharma and with venture capital firms. That's this discordance between the agencies worldwide and inside the United States will become a source of investigation. It will. You probably heard recently Moderna's suing Pfizer over the patent.
I was just going to ask you about that.
People ask my opinion. Yeah, Christy, people ask my opinion. I said, yes, this will all come to light. It takes a long time to write a patent, and patent prosecution takes a long time. Moderna and the US government wrote the patent on the product a long time ago. And we knew this because when the crisis was announced in the United States, 3 days later, Moderna announces they have a product. How can they have a product in 3 days? You can't invent something in 3 days. This was planned. My hypothesis is 85% of people are getting relatively degraded material, and those lots basically are, in a sense, not very potent, but 15% are getting really locked and loaded, potent, well-manufactured genetic material, and that's installing the spike protein, and it is fatal.
This is an exciting book, but you're also one of the few doctors that has been speaking on these issues that's managed to stay on Twitter with as we were talking about earlier, over 500,000 followers. What's your secret?
I previously had a group Twitter account with some other doctors called COVID-19 Treatments. And that Twitter account was suspended multiple times and finally deleted. And so now I have joined a group lawsuit with Twitter that has standing. And I was shocked actually yesterday where, what Twitter's motion to dismiss was, Christy, you'd be amazed. They actually have filed a motion to dismiss based on SLAPP. And SLAPP is a strategic lawsuit against public participation. Twitter is saying that they are an active participant in the public discussion on the pandemic, and that by manipulating accounts and deleting accounts, that's how they are having a conversation. And this is a stunning development.
It sounds very backwards. It's like this lawsuit would prohibit our ability to have the conversation by silencing others.
Right, but Twitter is telling the judge, Twitter has a right to have a conversation, and the method by which they're having the right is actually manipulating our accounts and deleting our accounts. This is an amazing twist and turn. In separate legal action, American First Legal has gotten the discovery that Twitter and I believe Facebook, they were in active meetings and discussions with the CDC in crafting the false narrative to go over social media. And a lot of that was manipulating our accounts.
But it just in light of the fact that I know that President Trump was issued a challenge to finally speak out against the mandated products. Now, we know that he did not mandate them, but he's been acting sure proud of them. And it looks like he responded to that challenge and said, I don't want to hear it. I think they're great. Any thoughts on that?
I tell you, I've talked to personal conversations with Wayne Allen Root. Wayne is friends with former President Trump, and he also confirms Trump will not discuss it, categorically will not discuss it. I think politically it's a blunder. If he was to come out and say, drop the mandates, drop the products, there would be an American celebration. There would be a holiday. This is a menace over the country. He thinks Hunter Biden's laptop is a bigger political issue than these mandated products that people are losing their jobs over, getting kicked over the military. He actually is out of touch with America. There's no doubt about it. The biggest menace is these products. If he came out against it, he would win in a landslide. And even people like Alex Jones is basically saying, listen, I'm dropping support for you unless you can come out and give America a clean slate on this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how people respond to that declaration. I mean, all I can think of is the verse, pride comes before the fall. And he certainly seems proud of something that I don't understand why he is so proud of it.
This is just a portion of my report. If you'd like to see the full thing, you can always see my full unmodified reports and interviews on my website, klim.news or freenews.news. Explore the other truth bombs while you're there and support free speech.